Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have with us Milind Bailey, also known as Milo. Milind is a beatboxer who has represented India on the international level, of course, and he works with Red Bull as well. He's a very outspoken guy, and the fun story is I met Milind through Clubhouse, the the recent sensation app where everyone's talking to one another and discovering music. And we were on a group chatting where there were people performing music, and then we suddenly went into politics. So that was a very interesting conversation where I met Milind for the first time. How are you, Milind? Long time no see, man.
Yes, Pranav, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I mean,
Great stuff.
like, have you been on Clubhouse as frequently as
I
usual?
recently know the last time it was a couple of months ago that I used Clubhouse, and then that trend went off, and then I lost that touch.
Yeah, man,
So
it
not been
happened,
on
right?
Clubhouse.
Like Big Boss, like why did I say Big Boss? What the fuck? Clubhouse suddenly went downhill, like for some reason. Like when it was new, I was like every day joining new groups and talking to new
Yeah,
people, and then suddenly it's like off now.
that's what happens, right? Even then, there was this app called House Party which came out before this.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it was
yeah,
just like a trend which came in, and then it vanished off, and nobody knows about it now. So
yeah.
all these, yeah,
You know what? I met some
yeah,
really cool people on Clubhouse, man. You might remember,
yeah,
Bharat, Sakshi, you, for example.
yes,
They were great
yeah.
people, and that conversation, I still remember that conversation. It was really intense, and
Yeah,
we were. It
right.
was like late into the night, and we were talking about stuff that like got really dark later.
I swear, yeah. And it took off a ton of events. बहुत बदला था. There
हाँ
was
बहुत बहुत
there was normal artistic stuff, and then there was this total political stuff which went on. So
yeah, there were just like people singing and stuff, performing and
yeah,
all that. And then it's like, oh, damn. But it was fun. It was a memorable conversation. How have you been? Like,
definitely.
how has the lockdown been for you?
I've I've been great. I'm doing great. And lockdown, I mean, there's no such difference. Matlab, I didn't feel anything because as an artist, what we do, we just sit at home, do what we can do, produce or make something creative.
That's pretty
So
honest.
itna kuch, the only thing which I missed was the live gigs which weren't happening. But
Yeah,
then tomorrow, which is the 1st of September,
yeah.
I have a gig where we have a gig at High Spirits called Hip Hop Junction.
Yeah, I
So I'll
just
be
saw your
performing
story.
there.
Yeah.
So yeah, so
Damn,
happening.
bro.
That's gonna be a long break, and then performing tomorrow is gonna be a good thing. So
So are you excited?
that's the only thing I missed. Yeah, that's the only thing I missed. Staying at home, doing live performance on the stage. I mean,
Yeah,
that's coming back. It's good.
yeah,
Things should work
hopefully it
on.
blows up and sticks around, because
Yeah,
there's so much uncertainty again, and you never know what can happen. But yeah, I'm so glad you're back to
yeah.
performing again.
Thank you so
Have you
much.
put out stuff in the lockdown?
Not really. I hardly put out my original stuff out there. I restrained from getting into that trend thing,
Yeah.
which is not my cup of thing.
To be honest, you're the first beatboxer I know who does it like, at some level, above a
Okay.
hobby level. So I
Okay,
like
okay.
just curious, how and why beatboxing? Like how did you get into beatboxing and what made you,
Mhm.
get into beatboxing like to that level where you went and represented India on a professional level kind of stuff?
So, representing India hasn't been a solo project of mine.
Yeah.
So, we have a club. I mean, initially when I began beatboxing, we had this Beatbox India karke tha. So we
Mm-hmm.
used to run a Discord server, and we used to have people come up there, battle every week or something.
Yeah.
And then we had the Bangalore beatbox community. So I'm from Bangalore. So
Yeah.
I've grown in Bangalore. So we had the Bangalore beatbox community. So then we decided to have a small, a crew kind of thing. We're known as Beats Club now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
Beats Club was that organization which promoted beatboxing as an art itself. So we started organizing events for beatboxers in Bangalore. It is just all beatbox festival. We're known as Colossal. The event is
Mm.
known as Colossal. So we have completed 4 editions of it. So that keeps on going, and that is when the crew represented the entire thing
Okay.
internationally. So one of
All
one
right.
of our crewmate and few of our crewmates went to the international level. They participated in the World Beatbox Championship. as
Oh.
well as the Grand Beatbox Championship. So yeah,
And how
that's
did
how
you
it
get
happened.
into beatboxing though? It's not something people
So
usually choose, you know. That's
okay,
that's
so
what makes me curious.
I am right. So I have been a musician by birth itself.
Hmm.
So the inclination towards music has been बहुत पहले से कि जन्म जन्म से ही था कि म्यूजिक अच्छा लगता है सुनने को, and it's a pretty good thing that I had that.
Do you have
And
someone in your family who is
yes, my
like,
mom sings.
oh,
Yeah,
all right.
mom's a singer, and mom's family is into that musical inclination.
Oh,
So
great.
that is there. So that interest was there. And then धीरे धीरे आते आते when I came to the sixth grade or seventh grade, I picked up the guitar,
Hmm.
started playing it, started understanding how the music works. And then one fine day after my 10th boards and all, when I got into 11th and 12th, there is this what do you say, reality TV show called India's Got Talent.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So two of the boys from Bangalore were on the show performing. So their name was is Hilal and Sunil. So
Oh,
they are a part of the beatbox crew, which I call the Beats Club.
yeah.
So we are the core team member, and they're the founders of it. So that's what
Oh,
inspired me. I saw them on live television doing something really, unique with just the voice. So I
yeah.
got
I
fascinated. I wanted to know more.
Yeah, I remember. I like. I don't remember these two guys in particular as such, but you know,
Mhm,
sometimes apart from the controversial or the commercial stuff that would happen in India's Got Talent, there
mhm.
was something like this. You know, like beatboxing. I remember listening to beatboxing, like witnessing beatboxing on India's Got Talent, but not these guys. So like these guys are your heroes, you can say.
Inspiration. Yeah, they have always been my inspiration. And so when you ask others, like
Uh,
they will tell you international names or
uh,
big names. Even I have international favorites, but then for me, I respect the ones who I have learned from.
yeah, of
ऐसा
course.
नहीं है कि if I see somebody doing it very great, and if I don't um, I remember who I began with, so
Hmm.
there's no point.
Yeah, yeah,
So
of course.
Hilal and Sunil have been an inspiration to me and will always be. So they are the reason I started beatboxing. So
So,
that's there.
like, how did you, like, what was your journey from, like, idolizing them on TV
Mhm.
to getting connected to them and then being a core member of their crew? How did that realize? It must have been crazy, man. That like sounds like a dream.
Yeah, it is actually a dream come true for me. So there was this small incident. I'll make it very short and brief.
Yeah, sure.
So Bangalore colleges have these events, right? College festivals.
Mm-hmm.
So beatboxing was one of the categories, like a competition category. And apparently, I went to participate there with my college crew.
Hmm.
And then, luckily, Sunil and Hilal were judging the event. The two guys who I learned from. I mean, I got inspired from.
Oh,
They were judging that particular event. Right? So I
oh,
went up on the stage. I had my band. I beatboxed for them, and they liked it. And they're like, "You have a long way to go," and all that stuff. I'm like, "Okay, perfect." And then I realized that they're a part of the Bangalore beatbox community, which I was too.
yeah.
So we used to occasionally meet college festivals itself, nothing as a personal level connections.
Hmm.
Initially, college festivals began, and then I started meeting regularly college festivals. Pe. And
Hmm.
then I came from they stay right across my street, like
Oh,
neighbors here.
yeah, nice.
So yeah, that happened, and then eventually we kept on going, and then as what do you say, Beats Club was about to form.
Yeah.
So Hilal texted me, "Ki, we are planning to get this crew done. So are you are you okay to be a part of it?" I
Hmm.
was like, "Yeah, definitely." So that's how I got into the crew, and we became a family, and then we started doing stuff together. And basically, that one thing which what do you say helped me get attached to these boys was the college festivals. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like, how long has this journey been though? For like, how long did it take you to like see them on TV and then get as attached to them properly, professionally?
So 2014, I guess, was when I saw them on TV,
Hmm.
and then 2 3 years later, we formed the Beats Club, and we were on a good roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 years where we got attached and we became like a family. But then when things were going upwards, I had to shift to Pune. So
Oh,
everything
great.
was going good, and then we had the third edition of Colossal done,
Hmm.
and then I shifted to Pune for my studies,
Yeah.
and then that connection, that home ground thing went off. But then we still have Colossal going on.
Okay.
We had the fourth edition in Bangalore, before the lockdown happened. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's been great.
Where are you now? In Bangalore or in Pune?
I'm in Pune right now.
Hey, great. Hey, I'm from Pune as
Yeah.
well. Maybe we should meet
Right,
up.
right, right. So yeah.
I mean, like, it's incredible. I mean, like, as I told you, this sounds like a dream, to be like uh
Mhm.
from a like watching your heroes on TV to like working with your heroes now for such a long time.
Right, right.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. But like I know beatboxing in hip hop context, like uh like there's always when there's someone rapping, there's someone freestyling, there's always a beatboxer around. You see that in 8 Mile and stuff that happens. So like what is beatboxing like apart from that? Because I personally I'm very kind of a novice to hip hop, sorry, to
Right.
beatboxing, and I know it in a very limited context. So I want to ask, like, how, like, what is the story of beatboxing, and how much scope does it have beyond hip hop?
Right. So as you mentioned, ki 8 Mile mein there is this beatboxing which happens when
Mm,
rappers are around. So
yeah.
that part of beatboxing is the cipher beatboxing. Right? Those are
Okay.
performances where beatboxers come in as fillers for the rappers.
Hmm.
There's another side of beatboxing which is the battling thing.
Hmm.
Like they say we have the dance battles and the face offs there.
Hmm.
We have for beatboxing as well.
Okay.
So beatboxers are performers as well as battlers, right? So
Okay.
as a yeah. So when you get into the field, I mean, the beatbox industry itself,
Hmm.
you got to make yourself clear कि तुम्हें क्या बनना है. Do you want to be a performer for the audience, or do you want to beatbox, battle, and then get a crown for yourself? So having that
Okay.
clear would narrow your path very much. For me, it's always been performance. I've never wanted to battle. I've never wanted to be the part of that crown race and all that stuff. So
Okay. But
that's
I
pretty
mean,
much for me.
as much as I know beatbox, uh,
Mhm.
like how does it, like what goes into a beatboxing performance? Because you say you're a performer, how do you
Right.
construct your performances, and how do you prepare it, and how do you, like create originals for it? Like what's the space around
Right. So as a performer, as an artist, everybody wants originality in their performances while they're interacting with the audience.
that? Yeah.
But then what I believe is, as a performer, for me, more than my so originality is important. Being
Hmm.
original with your own stuff is important. But then there is so much of time invested in forming your original routines
Hmm.
where you forget how do you interact with audience. So
All right.
build that relationship with your audience, right? You just do a basic beat or just do a normal, just a random set where audience can connect to you. As a performer, you can't do a complex beatbox, what do you say, set on stage.
Mm-hmm.
You can't mix up all those complex sounds and all those technicalities and perform for them because they
Hmm.
won't understand because they're non-audience, non-beatbox audience, right?
Yeah.
So that's one thing. As a performer, keep your stuff very clean, very simple, where the audience understands what you're doing.
Okay.
No complex structures and all that stuff. So, but as a battler, it's always a race to the finish line. You got to be better than who's in front of you, right? So,
Okay.
Hamesha, that battling field, you have to be better than everybody around you. Fight for your better originality, or your complex sounds have to be much cleaner, much faster.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lot of that's another talent. That's an altogether other ball game
Yeah.
because there are world champs. There are a lot of people from India who've been going international for a very long time, and international artists have already set up the scale so high
Yeah.
that you need to keep working on yourself to become better than them. But then as a performer, you just do a random set, you just entertain the crowd, you're done. The crowd loves you. You have your crowd, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, but like from a battle point of view, it
Mhm.
is more attractive. Is it more attractive to an audience than a performance?
That again depends, right?
This is
Agar
something.
if you are in a chill mode, right? If
Yeah.
you attend a battle,
Hmm.
you might see a lot of rage happening on stage. You might
Yeah.
see a lot of they say grudge, that anger coming out, and then too much of face offs coming out.
Yeah. A lot of fun.
It's good. It's good to see. It's good to
Yeah.
see that part
Yeah.
because see, I believe that none of the beatboxers have that grudge off stage.
Hmm.
We go on stage, they do their stuff, they fight for it, they come back down, everything's back to normal.
Hmm.
So that's pretty much good. It's a sport, right?
Yeah.
Just like how rapping goes off, it's a kind of sport which has to have aggression because you need to win and be better than the other person.
Yeah.
So it is entertaining. It is very much entertaining.
Yeah.
But then I am not a battler,
Mm.
so it's not that I don't like battling. I just don't want to be a part of that race. So for me personally, it would be always performance and entertaining my audience. That's it.
Yeah. I like battling from a commercial standpoint of view. I can understand. I mean, it's there. It's like
Hmm.
a lot. And I want to refer to one of your recent stories that you put out. I don't remember when this was. I screenshot it
Okay.
because I knew you were coming for the podcast.
Okay.
it, it
Nice.
it says like, just to make things clear to all the new kids in the scene, कमर्शियल एक्सपोजर नहीं चाहिए मुझे, कमर्शियली फेमस
Hmm.
होना होता तो कब का हो चुका होता, कमर्शियल
Right.
आर्टिस्ट आज ऊपर है, कल कोई और आएगा, डोंट वांट टू बी एवर अ पार्ट ऑफ दिस रैट रेस एवर, जो है उससे मैं बहुत ज्यादा सेटिस्फाइड हूँ. like
Right.
like
Definitely.
where
So
did this
that
come
says it
from,
all.
and like why?
So okay, let me get very straight and forward to it. See,
You
there
can
have
be as forward as
yeah.
possible.
So I have been in the field for over 5.5 and a half, 6 years right now,
Yeah.
right? And I have done so much, or I have contributed so much for my own community. See, now you go out there, ask who is Milind Bailey, who is Milo. You don't know. People won't know out of the
Mhm.
beatbox community. But in the community, people know ki how much time I have been there, how much time I've given to the community, जो क्या था पहले और आज क्या है. For
Mhm.
example, come to Pune, it's the local scene, right?
Mhm.
When I came to Pune, I'm not saying the Pune beatbox was not recognized or they were very weak.
Mhm.
Nothing. They are perfectly good. They're perfectly fine. But then there has to be a path, right?
Yeah.
Wherever you go, there has to be a path where you push people. So I came in Pune 2017, man,
Mhm.
right? When I came, I just knew 3-4 beatboxers थे जो जिसको मैं जानता था. वो
Mhm.
भी mutuals through, not personally. So I didn't even meet these guys. I just had a Facebook Messenger पे बातें हुई थी कि
Mhm.
I'm here in Pune and I wanna get things going on Pune में. So हुआ they were like मत कर, people won't show interest and don't do it, just let it go. And I'm like नहीं यार. So I played a very important role in organizing the Indian Beatbox Championship, the first ever Indian Beatbox Championship, which happened in Nagaland.
Oh, nice.
So I played a very important role which people don't know about, and I don't want to वही है कि मेरे को I don't want to जताना नहीं है मेरे को. I've
हाँ.
done it. I know for myself, and who has to know, they know it, right? So I came to Pune. I
Mhm.
did that, and then I was very curious enough to ki why isn't Pune on the map, right? I made sure I organized the Pune Beatbox Battle, the first one, Pune Beatbox Championship. I got my Beats Club crew here. तभी 12-14 लोग थे, ठीक
Mhm.
है. I participated myself. I didn't win. That's another thing. So I participated myself, and we had a great event. We had the first ever beatbox championship of Pune City
Yeah.
in 2018, I guess. I don't remember. That was the first one, and then eventually the scene grew. Right,
Mhm.
people started knowing each other.
Mhm.
People started recognizing beatboxers from the city itself.
Mhm.
So from 4 beatboxers to the last beatbox champion. This is the Pune Beatbox Championship 2019, the
Yeah.
last beatbox championship का merchandise है
Mhm.
2019 का. There were 88 people
Damn.
on the WhatsApp group, right? From 4 of us to 88 people, and more than 25-30 registrations for the championship.
All right.
And this event of mine, Pune Beatbox Championship 2019, I am proud and I'll be more than glad to say that I have organized this all by myself. I
Oh.
didn't I had my friends, I had a lot of people key, Milo, do you want us to help you and all this? But I was like, bhai, mere paas hai, I can do it. I have the capability, I have the potential, I have the right people who I want them to be with me. So
Mhm.
high spirits, Koregaon Park.
Yeah.
So that's where the championship was organized. So High Spirits was the location, and then we had Red Bull. Like obviously they were there to support, and Beats Club was there. Plus we had Decipher Gaurav Gambhir from Bombay
I'm.
local come and judge the event,
Oh
and
yeah.
then we had one of my friends who's a cinematographer come photographer. His name is Anand Sinha.
Okay.
So yeah, so he is in Mumbai, so he was in Pune. So I had him like a videographer, so we shot that. And gratefully, there was this organization or a brand called Instupad. It was one of my friends, mutual friends ka ye thing tha.
Mm.
So Instupad, they record documentaries, right? They make documentaries. So they came on board and then they recorded the entire scene, how what beatboxing is and all that. So I had the first ever documentary of beatboxing from Pune city made for the community.
Hey, nice, nice.
So I've done a lot, and that story says it all, right?
Yeah,
New kids
exactly.
come, new kids come, they don't recognize me. I don't want your recognition, bro. I don't want people, I don't want to be on reels making random 30-second beatboxing videos and going viral and then people
Yeah,
forgetting me later. I
yeah,
want to leave a mark where even if, I mean, मेरे बच्चों के बच्चे भी आ जाएंगे ना, and even if they want to beatbox, they will know कि हाँ, or generation of generation, there will be something कि people have done something for the community, right? See,
yeah.
let's be very honest, right? If you are a beatbox world champion,
Hmm.
right? You won $1 million, you won a lot of trophies for yourself.
Hmm.
How is that going to help me? You're going to inspire me, right? You're going to definitely inspire me.
Yeah,
Man, I want to be like you. But am I going to get that quality of yours within overnight or within few months? No,
of
right?
course not. Yeah,
I want to be a person who people will see कि Milo ने ये किया था. If he can do it, why can't we do it?
no.
If he can organize a Indian beatbox championship at the age of 18, 17,
Hmm.
why can't we do it?
Yeah.
So that's all I want to do. And if I had to be the commercial famous thing, I got a call from this. I don't want to name, but there's a reality show. So I got a call from them.
Hmm.
We would like to have you on board for our reality show, but you got a beatbox for a Bollywood song and send us a clip. I'm like, okay, karte hain. I sent them. Reply nahi aaya. And then I waited for them. I waited for them. Nahi aaya reply. Then I gave up.
Hmm.
Then I don't want to, I didn't get the genuinity. Genuine tha or nahi, that I don't know. But then I did my entire thing ki I sent them everything, but I didn't get anything back.
Hmm.
Right. And then I have known reality shows how they work and the scripting stuff, and let's not get there. But then that's what I don't want. That's what I want to stay far away. कि इससे दूर रहना अपने को.
Ah,
I that one thing which stays in your mind, right? कि if you come under somebody, if you are working or you're signed under somebody, you have to work according to them.
true.
My creative index goes off,
Yeah, at
and I
least
don't
it
want
is
to let that
shared. Like
happen.
they start having a say in what you do. Yeah.
Exactly the same thing. So मेरे को, I don't want to be commercially famous. I don't want to be known worldwide.
Yeah.
I say that a dream hai. I have a dream
Yeah.
that I want to be on Times Square. I have a dream I have to perform there,
Yeah.
but not like this. I have
Yeah.
my own ways.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into the cat race and fight, get scratches. Nah. Peacefully, I'll make my way. I'll walk peacefully. So that's how I want to be for a very long time now.
Like for you, it's more like Khabib. Like it's more of a respect sport.
Yeah, for me, it's more than respect. It's that
Legacy.
what do
Is
you
it?
say? No, not legacy. It's that um, genuine love for the art.
All
So
right.
I want people to understand what it is. Who, मतलब जो लोगों ने मेहनत किया है उनको रिस्पेक्ट करो यार. You respect the scene. You just hype the current going scene, ongoing scene. Perfect. You just know what's going on here.
Yeah.
भाई जो जिसने खींच के लाया उसको तो देखो ना. There is an entire community. There's an entire forge who's dragged the entire thing till here na.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to know that first.
And
But
like
new kids,
that's what gives them a platform, right? Like if there's no community, what are they going to stand on? It
exactly.
takes time to realize that when you're caught on the hype train.
Yeah.
But that's fine. But like from the story you told me about your first beatboxing championship in Pune, right? I
Mhm.
like this is a question I wanted to ask later, but like since we are on the topic, I want to ask it first. Like, how much of an important role do venues like High Spirits or do brands like
Mhm.
Red Bull play in, helping build a culture or a scene like this? Because High Spirits have known like it's the legendary venue in Pune. It has been around for years and years, and like every up and coming musician must have played there. They must have supported him, and not just musician, different art forms as well. So how important is it like to have some like a place like High Spirits that supports something that's out of the box kind of, not really commercial in that sense, and someone like Red Bull behind you always, how important is that? What role do these guys play?
So you answer the first question by yourself. High Spirits has been there. It has a legacy. It has so many people connected to it itself.
Yeah,
Ki people love or people explore new stuff there.
yeah,
So High Spirits for me was the perfect venue in Pune to get something started. Right. I have been a high homie for a while.
yeah.
Later, when I got that attachment key, this is the right place where I need my people or my art form to grow, and this is
Hmm.
the right channel I can put place across. So went on board, did it. New people got to know about what it was, and great stuff happened. And see, now tomorrow I'm performing there as a
Yeah,
beatboxer.
yeah.
And then before me, after the beatbox championship, there was Gaurav Gambi,
Hmm.
Decipher, and Beatraw, who came, who did cookout shows there. And there are a lot of people who actually got to know what beatboxing is through high spirits,
Exactly, yeah. I mean,
right? So that one venue plays a very important role. Key, your crowd of that venue is very important. Key,
exactly.
whatever crowd comes to your event, like you have a venue where you have 120, 150 audience, but everybody is new every time. Go for it.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
place is good for you, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's where I was coming to. Like, High Spirits
Uh-huh.
is at a place where the audience is a lot more urban, open-minded, kind
Right,
of. So,
right.
like, I attended a gig at High Spirits in 2019 in December, and it was a post-rock band called Hubris. They were Swiss, and I had heard about them like through Spotify, got recommended, and I like discovered, and I
Hmm.
just went for the gig. But like, post-rock isn't typically rock. It's
Right.
there are no vocals, and there's like it's just instrumental, and it goes on for a while. But people were
Hmm.
there, people were accepting, they were loud, they were cheering, they were enjoying the music, they gave the artist a lot of importance. So it's really, I mean, High Spirits is in that sense pretty OG.
It's given me a way to channelize my art form. After
Yeah.
High Spirits ka gig happened, I got myself an article published in Hindustan Times.
Ah, oh,
So
great. That's
that
great.
was a great thing. And about Red Bull, I have a very cute but very unpredictable story which happened with me and Red Bull.
Yeah.
So I was in college doing my first year of bachelor's,
Hmm.
right? And then all of a sudden, I get a call from I don't know who. They're like, there's this Red Bull ka event which is going to happen in Pune at Nice Vadia College. So would you be interested in hosting the show? We want a host come beatboxer. So would you be
Oh,
interested in doing it? I was like, definitely. Why wouldn't I?
yeah.
And then I got a call from the guy who was the Red Bull representative in MIT.
Hmm.
So he met me and he told me what to be done and what not.
Hmm.
And then we're like, we are good to go. We had the event in like the 3-4 days. 2-3 दिन बाद ही था.
Hmm.
And like, ठीक है, perfect, let's go out. Like chill था, like not a big deal. चलो casually जाते हैं and all that.
Yeah.
I got dressed, I took everything and I went there. And then I got my crew ka tag and everything.
Yeah.
And then the boss, the Pune office ka boss back then was Darius. He's promoted now.
Yeah.
So Darius is the man behind everything what Red Bull has to do for me. Right?
Oh.
He was so welcoming. I went to the show. He gave me the tag and he explained me what to do, and he gave me a cue card by written कि ये करना है. Let's do this, let's do that. I was like, okay, perfect. And then I was comfortable in my zone. And the main thing which he did was, he left me free.
Hmm.
Like the stage is yours, do whatever you want, kill it.
Hmm.
So I went there, I did my stuff, I got done, and then he liked. I mean, I'm glad he liked everything what I did.
Hmm.
Uske baad, again, we had that what do you say, a rapport built up there.
Hmm.
And then we had get together sometimes, and we used to go chill out. We used to get chill, hang out here and there. And then Red Bull ke events pe event aate gaye. And then one after the other, we had the Red Bull Spotlight. Then we had the Red Bull Rain, which is the basketball event.
Hmm. Hmm.
Then we had the Red Bull Neymar Juniors 5, which is the football event.
Yeah.
Then we had the Red Bull Paper Wings, which was the paper wings ka, the aeroplane
Ah.
banate, that event.
Aye.
And then again, we had the Red Bull Spotlight in 2019, which again I got to host myself.
Yeah.
This time they were Doperdelics from Mumbai who were the judges. The first one was judged by Swadeshi.
Hmm.
rap crew from Mumbai.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
ye
I
log the,
know.
and then we have that rapport going on right now. Everybody knows what Red Bull is,
Yeah,
and with a
everyone.
name like Red Bull tagged with you is like a pride for me.
Of
See, I'm
course,
not officially signed by Red Bull, right? I'm not a signed employee of Red Bull.
of course.
Red Bull is there on my back forever.
Yeah,
There is no
associated forever.
contract. There is no contract which is going to end in a few years. There is no agreement which is made. It's just that love and understanding which the brand and me have for each other. I'm there whenever they call me, and they are there whenever I need them.
Yeah, how
So
great is
that's how
that
it is.
for like for an independent artist, man? It's and like
Yeah,
that's the good thing about Red Bull as a brand. Every time you see something like everywhere you see something obscure or out of the box, say extreme
yeah,
sports or like the first guy to jump from stratosphere was sponsored by Red Bull. I mean, come on, that's what they do. That's the thing, and it's such an important factor in an artist's growth.
definitely. When a brand comes to you, right,
Yeah.
the the one thing which you realize that you have a responsibility on your shoulder.
Hmm.
You have to maintain that,
That
right?
yeah yeah.
Abhi, I can't keep going and trash talking about stuff and doing all this stuff because I have somebody behind me. I represent them.
Hmm.
So if I randomly talk something and something slips out of my mouth, it's gonna go there. Arey, how is Red Bull? How is the brand keeping him? For example, Red Bull. So
Hmm.
how are they? Be with them. So you got to be very careful about what you do. But then
Yeah.
again, you have your own strong pillars, like you say.
Yeah, yeah.
You have your foundation strong. So
And Red Bull is a brand that does not take themselves really seriously. Like when you see them advertising about themselves or the way they promote themselves, it's very casual, it's very friendly, and it's very
it's very casual, but it's on point, right?
yeah,
Now Red Bull
exactly.
doesn't have human elements in their advertisements. They
Yeah,
have the
and
hand drawn sketches.
yeah,
So
it's
that's how it
beautiful.
is.
And they're
Yeah.
placed at the very like they're in Formula One, they're in football, they're in extreme sports. They're just like it's a perfect mind. Like I'm so glad for you that you found
Yeah.
something, a brand that is like it just fits the beatboxing scene so well. Now like Red Bull has this BC one in India. Now it's a dance of
I'll
like
show you something. Give me a minute. I'll show you
yeah, yeah,
something.
for sure. By the way, sponsored by Pani Boys.
So this, if you could turn the camera horizontal, flip it horizontally, you can see this.
Yeah, yeah, I can. Red Bull BC
This is
one.
the
Yeah.
Red Bull BC1 merchandise,
Hey.
which was given and that I carry with pride still
Of
with me.
course. Who won't?
Yeah.
And like just go and like YouTube Red Bull BC
That's
one and just
yeah.
like cool as fuck, dude. So
So it's good to represent a particular community, right? That's all
yeah,
I've been doing.
yeah,
खुद के लिए कुछ नहीं भाई. I just want to be there for the audience, the people. I've always been the people's person. People hate me. People don't hate me. Doesn't matter to me. I'm doing how much ever I can, and I will keep doing how much ever I can the best. I've been giving more than 100% from the past 6 years. I'll give better than this in the coming 6 years.
yeah. I mean, like the
That's all.
first time I spoke to you on Clubhouse, like
Mhm.
that session, I think that was the first or the second time I was just talking to you. And like that's when I decided, like after that night when we spoke like about whatever was happening that time, like yeah, this guy should come on. And like my
So
like
glad.
yeah, my co-host who's not here today, Aditya Lokande, like he was also there in the room, in the same room, and we were talking and like we discussed later, like this guy, like we need to get him afterward. We because we were talking about you before that, right? And you were telling
Mhm.
about how you developed beatboxing in Pune, and that's really really important. I'm so glad. Now I have a
I
beatboxing.
am glad that I could be here.
I mean, it's our pleasure. See, one of my friends is into beatboxing. He's a very close friend of ours. He's also the one who designed the
Mhm.
logo. He has a
Oh,
question for
nice.
you. He says,
Mhm.
"Ki there's a judging system in the community. Like people judge beatboxing in a sense, and there's this also like a classical beatboxing, which is the one
Yeah.
you speak there, which is independent from hip hop, and the one which is dependent on hip hop. So, what do you have to say about that? the perception of people of beatbox as an independent art and as a dependent art with hip hop, or as a associated art with it?
See, so I knew this was going to come up some of the other day in my life, right? The judging system basically has not one,
Yeah.
but not an even, but an odd number of judges. Let's say
Okay.
a three, a five, a seven.
Yeah.
It will never be even. Like it can be sometimes,
Hmm.
some circumstances, but there's not just one judge. There
Hmm.
are minimum two and
Hmm.
maximum how much ever you can. There
Hmm.
has to be two judges. One, why? Because he will know he will judge you on your classical things like the BPM,
Yeah.
the tal, that's very important, right? So you can't just do any beatboxing on any time signatures.
Yeah.
That has to be very you know क्या बोलते हैं उसको, crucially analyzed कि beats are on a particular BPM,
Hmm.
right? That is one thing you got to be judged on.
Hmm.
Other thing is your musicality, like how
Hmm.
good is your flow. When you listen to normal songs, it has a flow, it has a rhythm to it.
Hmm.
And beatboxing is a music and is art of it's an art form which is music. People don't understand that beatboxing is not.
Hmm.
People think it's just something which people make noises out of their mouths, but
Hmm.
then it's a form of music which has to be delivered to a person to person or an
Hmm.
audience.
Hmm.
So judging system happens very basically. So they judge you on different criteria and different ways, right? Your beats, how clear are they?
Hmm.
Sorry, your rhythm,
Hmm.
your flow,
Hmm.
your time signature,
Hmm.
your originality.
Hmm.
These are the five, six things which basic things which you'll be judged on.
Hmm.
So as a hip hop judge,
Hmm.
he will also have the knowledge of the time scale,
Okay.
right? And
Yeah. Yeah.
as a
I'm getting it.
commercial or as a classical judge, he will also know what beatboxing tal is,
Okay.
like ta ta ki ta ki ta i,
Ah. Oh, damn.
like ta
Now that you
ta
put
ki
it
ta
that way.
ta ki ta. It's like
Yeah.
ta ki ta ta, like
Yeah.
so that's how it is. So
Oh,
even
great.
the classical person and the hip hop person both resonate with them, and it's just a foundation of elements which come across, man. It's nothing, nothing partial or nothing incomplete. Both
Okay.
of these people are supposed to be there and put their opinions forward. So that's
Ah.
how it is.
I mean, I'm just blown away by how you know, just synchronize the classical and the beatboxing part. I never saw it that way. It is quite, it's kind of,
So
it's
even
kind of
the
shock for me.
even the flow which is there, right? Even the
Yeah.
flow which I spoke about, it's like
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
there's a
okay.
there's a loop, right? Like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
has to be there. So a beatboxer judges you on that. You can't be like you can do that because
Okay.
that's not a flow.
All right.
There has to be a flow. There has to be a rhythm. There has to be a time scale. There has to be so many elements which are involved when you beatbox. It's
Hmm.
not as easy as it looks.
Yeah.
It's way too complicated. But then once you get into that, it's done. So once you understand what beatboxing is, so that's why I tell all the new kids out there कि beatboxing या फिर music करने से पहले learn about music.
Yeah.
Beatboxing is not just go fast. You just do that. It's not beatboxing. You got to understand what you're doing, right?
To be honest,
So
for me, beatboxing, till you told me this right now, for me, beatboxing was what you were just like saying. It's
yeah, I get
complete
it.
surface level. Dude, this is
Yeah,
like, I'm blown. Thank you, Harshil, for this question. Like, shout out to Harshil Shah. He's the guy who made a logo. And
shout
like,
out to you.
dude, I'm just too blown away to like, add on that. It's fantastic though. I mean, now I have like, I'm sure many of our audience members must have another perspective of beatboxing on that level. That is
Right.
because like this is another question which he asked me, like
Mhm.
like how people like ask him why and how people fail to see this as something more than just inhuman noise making.
This as in beatboxing.
Yeah, beatboxing. He's like,
Okay.
because to be really honest, Herschel has been beatboxing for, I don't know, he likes it and he's doing it for 5 6 years, and like
Mhm.
he has this bad habit of just starting at any point. He's my childhood friend, so
Okay.
we like very comfortable and stuff. So he just starts beatboxing, and I just like, fuck off man, don't get into my
Mm.
ears and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I
I
get that.
that
That happens with
I've
me
been
in my
very harsh
house,
with him. I've been a terrible
Yeah.
friend in that aspect, but I think that's a question target to me as well. So I just want to clear that out. Like,
Yeah.
how do you deal with that?
So, yeah, so that happens to me. That still
Yeah.
happens to me in my house itself. I sit, I randomly do something, and I just go like in family gathering. Rehta hai. I
Yeah.
just go like I just start beatboxing, and people are like, "Shut up, man! What are you doing? What noises are those?" I'm like, "Okay, theek hai, chill." That's the for me. That's only possible when the audience understands it, right? We
Yeah.
as a community and we as beatboxers have been making so much effort that people recognize their art form, right? I have been performing not just in metro cities or not just in recognized cities. I've been performing in the northern Karnataka side, the
Uh,
villages.
yeah.
I go there sometimes. I chill with the community there. I just, you know, beatbox for them sometimes. I
Mm-hmm.
beatbox in family gatherings. I beatbox in various events. I
Mm.
don't have a venue thing. So I beatbox everywhere I can. I just want people to understand what it is.
Yeah.
Right? So give it time, right? It's way too early right now also.
Yeah.
It's way too past the time and way too early. It's like a
In a
mixture of things कि बहुत
transitional
time हो गया,
phase.
people are still doing it.
Yeah.
It's like a middle phase where
Yeah.
you still need to give it a lot of time for people to understand beatboxing,
Yeah.
but you have to be like अभी तो समझ जाओ. It's both. It's the both thing because after Gully Boy, after
Yeah.
Gully Boy, a lot of people understood beatboxing क्या है.
Yeah.
Gully Boy gave a really hard push to beatboxing as an art form. Shout
Yeah.
out to Decipher and Beat Raw. Shout out to
Exactly.
these two guys
Like,
who really pushed it
guys,
out.
Decipher is the guy who beatboxed out behind Asli Hip Hop while Ranveer was rapping. And
So
he also
Decipher
features in the
and Beat
scene,
Raw.
I guess. Like he
Yeah.
features in a scene with Siddhant Chaturvedi and Ranveer Singh when they're on a terrace, and he says, "Kya
Yeah.
banta hai, kya bolte tum?" I think he's there.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
that's
they've been in
Decipher, guys, and
the
this guy knows him. Respect.
means a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much it about how to understand people. Like करते रहो, keep telling people, keep educating people about what beatboxing is.
Yeah.
हो जाएगा एक ना दिन एक हो जाएगा यार. Come on. But don't make sure ये mainstream ना हो जाए. We don't want to make beatboxing a mainstream art form. We
Yeah.
want to keep it as unique as possible. So
I mean,
yeah.
I'm just looking for another question. Yeah. Nah. He wants me to like ask you about Dilip, ABX, and Marvel, the people like the OGs of.
I know all three of these guys. So Dilip is part of my Beats Club.
Yeah. Oh,
Dilip is
great.
a part of the family. So yeah.
Nice.
So ABX and Marvel, they are from I guess Kolkata, if I'm not wrong. Marvel Moitria, he's from Kolkata. I know him for sure. He is that guy in the community, the most energetic guy. He's not too huge, not too like he's just a short guy, like no, not too tall also, but
Yeah.
he has that vibe, man. This guy has so much energy into him, and even when he beatboxes, right,
Yeah.
crisp, clear energy, full of energy, and even ABX. All the three guys are phenomenal, dude. But all three have their own styles of beatbox.
Yeah.
Dilip on one hand has his unique zippers, like he has a zipper sound, zipper variations which Dilip does.
Hmm.
Marvel, on the other hand, has this fast beats. He has that technicality thing.
Mm-hmm.
ABX is more into like he's a balanced beatboxer.
Hmm.
So he mixes up with everything. All these three amazing names, man. I love all these three guys. I've been with them. I've spent days and nights with them because Colossal May everybody comes to Bangalore to chill on.
Hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like international. It's like a national beatbox festival, like
Hmm.
beatbox camp and all. So we stay together in one roof and everything happens. So that's like a connection thing. So everybody knows everybody in the community.
Hmm.
So three amazing guys. Dilip though has been my friend for a very long time.
Hmm.
So Dilip he's from Bangalore basically.
Ah.
We've been friends for a very long time. I've seen Dilip grow. I've seen the way he's leveled up right now, and he was the first Indian to win the beatbox camp, like the international beatbox camp.
Oh,
So he went
damn.
there, he won it, and mad respect for him.
Yeah. So, like, we were talking about ABX
So
and
yeah,
Dilip.
yeah. So that's it about these guys are wonderful. These guys have been doing it so much for the. So these guys are the face of the Indian beatbox battle scene,
Okay, they're
right?
from the battle
They've
scene. Matlab.
been they're from the battle scene. So they
Okay,
are amazing at what they do. They have been top two, top five winners of international events, online events. So
okay.
these guys are the face, one of the faces of the international battle scene representing India. And
All
mad respect for these guys. I love them. I have nothing against them.
yeah.
I've been with them. I've been friends with them. I've chilled out with them. Perfect, peaceful guys.
Dude, you hang out with two popular people, man. That's great though. But I just want to ask you, like, uh,
Mhm.
what does the beatboxing scene in India need to, reach a popular level, I can say, a commercial level, like where hip hop is right now, for example?
See,
Or does it even want
commercially,
to reach there? Because we on season one had a trash metal band called Carnage India,
mhm,
and I
okay.
asked them a similar question. I asked them if trash metal or metal in general needed a Gully Boy, like a film like Gully Boy, to
Mhm.
get them to the mainstream. So they were like,
Right.
as thrash metal people, we don't want to be in the mainstream. It's good that we don't have
Definitely. Definitely.
a commercial side, because like we get to interact with such core audiences that it fulfills us in whatever we do. Yeah, the money is
Right.
less, but the satisfaction is higher in that sense.
So about that, right? About when we spoke about Dilip also. So Dilip recently had a brand collaboration with Instagram Reels.
Okay.
So he made a Instagram reel for Instagram
Hmm.
officially in I guess it was an electronic store where he
Okay.
used I don't know what kind of machine it was. It was a water filter or some sort of thing
Hmm.
where he played with those buttons and he beatboxed along with them.
Oh, damn.
So that was a brand collaboration Dilip got, and that was clear IPL.
Oh, damn.
The IPL screen had that telecasted. So that's how
Oh,
that's how commercial is getting. But then that's good that people are recognizing beatboxing, and we as a community people are doing it for them. Perfectly fine. But
hmm.
don't, it's a request and a, what do you say, a plea to the entire beatbox community or any person who is wanting to come into beatboxing. Don't commercialize beatboxing that way. We don't want to be recognized. Like I personally would not be recognized कि अरे ये इधर था ना बंदा ये ऐसे गुच्ची टच्ची करता है. I don't want to be commercialized that way. I would rather be here, do my beatboxing solos or entertain audience. Rather, I would get commercial, but in the hip hop scene,
Yeah,
I
because
would do
you know
tracks.
beatboxers have that cool image, कि ये बंदा कुछ अलग करता है तो ये सिर्फ cool है. But
Mm,
they don't look at it as, मतलब, there's still an hobby image to it. कि हाँ,
yeah,
ये कर रहा है बीट बॉक्सिंग, इसको आता है.
it's not. See, beatboxing is not reached its peak where it can be commercialized yet. Right?
Okay.
Like we are still on the way to reach heights.
Hmm.
Now you tell me how many of the Indian audience know what beatboxing actually is. I
Dude, I
have
got to know
literally
today.
faced this. I literally faced this the exact same thing I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to be very quotey about what that person said. Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
I
sure.
told him. He asked me. So yes, Milind. So this is a corporate event, corporate gig.
Yeah.
So we're formally dressed and all. So
Uh,
that sir asked me, ki, "Hi, so Milind, what do you do? What are your hobbies and all?" So I'd like, "Yes, sir, I do music. I do beatboxing and all." Like, oh, so how do you practice? You have a punching bag at home? Do you have a gear kit where you do your boxing? I was like, okay.
no, like
And
I
this
know at
person
least
was
that.
this, and he was not a layman. He was a dignified person, right? He was a well-educated person. And then
Oh,
he
okay.
asked me, "So wait, do you have practice?" I said, "So beatboxing is it's an art form. It's a music." And that's how to make him understand कि ये होता है. And I was laughing, but then I was so like, "अरे यार क्या हो रहा है?"
How much
And
did
then
you
yeah,
beat?
that's
How much did you want to beatbox that guy? In that sense.
I'm not that kind of guy. I make sure that my audience understands what I'm trying to tell, and I'm
Yeah.
happy for him that he knows. And now he appreciates every work of mine. So it's like, oh, nice, 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 acha, acha, and all that stuff.
No, no,
So
how much does it hurt
it's
you
a way
though?
of
I mean, does it hurt you that,
bilkul nahi.
the up and no, no, no. My question isn't that regarding that guy. but
Okay.
the up and coming kids, like you said, 30-second reel beatboxers, uh, how much does it, or does it hurt you when they do that just for clout and not for the art?
See, it's not about. I don't get affected by that.
All right.
Everybody is doing their part as spreading the art form some or the other way. I'm doing it my way. You're doing it your way. Simple as that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
do it. You are happy.
yeah. Go on,
I'm
go on, go
happy.
on, go on.
So,
Acha.
so it's like he's doing it. He's happy in his style. He's getting his Insta fame. He's getting his blue ticks. He's getting his account verified. He's getting all that brand collaborations.
Yeah, good.
I'm getting my self satisfaction. I'm happy. I'm getting to be on podcast like this. I'm happy.
Yeah, I
People
was.
know me. My community knows me. I don't want the world to know me. I have who I want to be with. I'm more than happy. I don't want this 1 million subscribers, 1 million followers. नहीं चाहिए भाई. हजार लोग हैं. I want everybody to be honest. 1,000 honest, genuine audience is more than enough for me.
Yeah, but because this happens to me right now. Like, I have been a Manchester United fan for like 13, 14 years, since I was 10, 11, something like that.
Yeah.
But now that suddenly Ronaldo is here again, there are like there's this stat like 2 million in Manchester United's Instagram following increased by 2 million on the
Yeah,
same day
yeah,
the deal was announced and shit. And like many of the people I know who posted about it, never seen them post about football and stuff, but yeah, people are going. As a passionate United fan who's been through the thick and thin, like I started following
I know.
United because of Ronaldo because I was a kid. But after Ronaldo left,
Right.
I stuck around. After Sir Alex left, I stuck around. David Moyes and Louis Van Gaal, all those
Yeah.
times I was there. And now I deserve this Ronaldo moment. But these cloud chasers
Definitely.
don't. And it
Yeah.
affects.
And then there are
That's
people
why
like me. And then there are people like me who are Ronaldo fans.
Yeah, I put
I
on
am a
this,
Ronaldo fan.
I put up a story on that day, like a very warm welcome to
Yeah.
a very warm welcome back to
I
you.
saw that.
Ronaldo fan.
I saw that. So that's
Yeah.
how it is in every community. I feel you have to be there. You're always dedicated.
Yeah.
You just shift around places. Like Abhi, for example, like I told you, commercial artist आज ऊपर है कल नहीं है,
Ah, true. Yeah.
right? Commercial artists today you'll see a track of them coming with some certain person, some collaboration on the yeah, let's do this. कल नहीं है, you will never even talk about him.
Yeah.
He shifts from one genre to another genre. You don't even know who that guy was.
And that happened with the
Right?
EDM scene in India. So many
Okay.
EDM artists came up. Like, damn,
Right.
every nook and corner you are finding EDM artists.
See, every Ganpati festival had EDMs playing. Every other festival had an EDM track playing. People knew no shit about it, to
Hey,
be
nah,
honest.
nah, nah. I'm not talking about that EDM scene. That is that is ridiculous. Now
Yeah.
this proves that you're from Pune.
I've seen people do that, bro. I've seen the name go down like that also.
Yeah, array, dude. Array, people are like, say EDM launa. It's not nahi re bhai. It's a song, bro. It's not. It's just more than beat. I was into EDM. Like I got caught into the vibe. I started producing and stuff. But then again, like
Mhm.
people started chasing commercialism because there was EDM still has genres that are, you know, like
Unexplored.
yeah, unexplored, or like there's, for example, there's dubstep. In India, there is not much. Like people only know Skrillex, even if they do. And there are many. It's much more bigger than that. It's like there are like festivals dedicated to dubstep and all that. People never
So
tried it.
what I feel, sorry
Uh,
to cut you off, but what I
yeah,
feel,
please, yeah.
it's not about the art form. It's
Hmm.
about the people who don't know the extension of it.
Exactly.
For them,
Yeah.
every music is the same thing.
Exactly.
You play
That's why
them
I asked you
80
about
beats.
these cloud
Yeah.
chasers. Like, does it affect you? But yeah, it does not.
No,
I mean, yeah,
it doesn't. It doesn't see.
they
They have that cloud, like I told you, right? They have
yeah,
that cloud with them.
yeah,
They're warm. They're happy.
yeah,
I'm sending out whatever I want to. I'm happy.
yeah, yeah. I
It's,
mean,
it's everybody. You see, this is where people misunderstand a lot of times.
yeah,
Like I've been instances where people have randomly come to me and are like, bro, Milo, wo dekhna kya kar raha hai, bro? How is he trash talking about beatbox? I'm like, he's doing it. You know beatboxing because of him. My audience or his audience, we're in the same community. He's
yeah,
doing the
yeah,
exact same thing जो मैं करता हूँ.
uh,
He's just doing it extensively.
yeah,
Let him do it, na. He's happy doing it. He's getting his fame. He's getting his blue ticks. He's getting his views. Continue.
yeah.
Don't tell people कि I hate him or he hates me, इसलिए ये झगड़ा चल रहा है. We don't even know each other,
Yeah. And
right? So that's how it is.
also, funny part about your name, where did that name come from? Is it short for Milind or something, or does it have to do with that?
Milo, right?
Yeah,
It's just a random name which came up. So
because people started calling you Milo, and now you're Milo.
there is a story behind it, which I would want to keep it to myself right now. So it's
Like,
yeah.
I just want to remind you of the nostalgic value behind that name. As a kid, I grew up
I
drinking Milo.
you can put it that way. You can put it that way. So Bharat Agarwal, the guy who
Yeah, I
we
know
met on
Bharat.
podcast.
Yeah.
So I have a podcast with him. That's how he introduced me. He's like Milo drinking Red Bull. So बच्चों के drink से adult के drink पे आ गया. That's how he introduced me. So I was like, I keep that in mind. So
That
yeah,
is
that's
that is so typically Bharat.
yeah. But there is a personal side to Milo, and there is a reason. But I want to keep it to myself.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. That's fine. It's a cool name though.
Yeah.
It's a cool name.
Thank,
And now that
thank you.
Milo is
Thank you.
not around, it is important.
Hey, it's still around. It's still around. Milo.
Is
I
it?
still drink Milo. It's still
Damn.
around.
I need to find
Still,
it, bro. I
it's
switched
a
to
legacy which will
Bonvita a
never die,
long
bro.
time ago. Now I got to go back.
It's a legacy which will never die.
Yeah, Milo was cool. It was like proper chocolatey and shit. Before Bonvita did it, before Cadbury jumped in, there was someone else. Got to remember.
There was someone else.
So like now that you're at the helm of the Pune beatboxing, I don't want to say helm, but there's someone who's at the top of it, or at the in like at the organizer level of it.
Part of it. Part
Yeah,
of it.
like
Keep it.
and because the lockdown has held you back for the past 2 years, like holding competition and stuff. Like, what are your plans
Yeah.
like for the coming time regarding this?
So I have plans. I have plans for the community to get something going on.
Hmm.
But then I would want to, leave the community at their peace
Okay.
when they get comfortable to come back. I don't want to push something onto their shoulders कि इस डेट पे ये beatbox championship हो रहा है सब लोग आ जाओ battle करने. I know the mental stage.
Yeah. It's
The
been tough.
mental
Yeah.
stage and the mentality is changed completely
True.
because the beatboxers who battle have been battling online for more than a year now.
Hmm.
And for them to come back on stage and have that presence again is going to take a lot of time, and at least 6 months for them to
Okay.
get back and have that vibe. So I'm going to wait until something else happens, like Colossal, like Beats Club ke wajah se.
Okay.
That happens, and then before that happens, so this is how it works, like how I function. So I'm a part of Beats Club, and I take care of the Pune community, so and so. Like I put my contribution towards. So, but I'm corely based from Beats Club, right? So Beats Club, there is a wildcard entry for Beats Club, which allows every city champion to the quarterfinals directly.
Okay. Oh.
So like top 30 to top 16 में direct entry मिलती है.
Acha.
So once Colossal is announced, I start organizing Pune Beatbox Championship.
Okay. All right. Now I get that.
Yeah, because the winner from here gets there. So that's how I basically function. It makes my work easier. It makes my effort easier, and it makes everything so perfectly organized. Okay, this is done. Now I have to focus here. So
yeah, and probably you can estimate a response as well, like how it's going to turn out.
See, now if I randomly call people tonight, saying that by next week there's a beatboxing championship in Pune, आ जाओ सब लोग chill करते हैं, beatbox battle करते हैं, तुम लोग सब registration करो. They will ask me कि इसके बाद क्या? नहीं कुछ नहीं, chill करो घर पे. That's it. We're gonna have cash prize होंगे, merchandise बेच देंगे. Like okay, so. But if I tell them कि bro, we have a beatboxing championship going on in Pune, the winner gets a direct entry to Colossal. Hype increases Colossal ka bhi.
Proper, yeah.
Because that's also my baby, right?
Yeah.
Take care of that also.
So
this is where I take my own self to being a part of both of things.
Pretty interesting.
I have never told it to anybody. I never told this to anybody. So exclusive stuff right here.
Yeah, found something for the promo.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So yeah. Linking two events is very important, right?
Yeah. I get that. I mean, it's fantastic, I mean, the way you think about it, and like the structure you formed, you can even use it to, expand it to so many other places where it hasn't yet reached because of this
So
wildcard type of thing that you have.
there's another step ahead of this, right?
Okay.
So there is city championships, right?
Uh,
There is colossal,
uh,
and then there is the Indian beatbox championship.
ah, yeah, of course.
So Indian beatboxing championship, I was a part of the beatbox India crew as well,
Mm-hmm. Of course.
but then I didn't have enough time or things to contribute there,
Mm.
so I had to let it go off my shoulder.
Mm.
But that's how it happens. The winner of colossal gets an entry to Indian beatbox championship.
Oh,
It's like a chain thing. So every city
yeah,
championships get an entry to colossal,
yeah.
and then the colossal cup winner gets an entry to the Indian beatbox championship there, and that champion gets an entry to the Asian beatbox championship.
Boy. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. That ladder makes sense.
That's how
Like,
it goes. Because, and one more advantage is, like, one more very clean thing: the Indian beatbox champions or the participants there can't come and compete in Beats Club ka events.
of course, yeah.
The level
Yeah, of course, yeah, yeah.
beatbox India beatbox championship is an open event. कोई भी आओ, anybody can perform there.
It has to be
Come
a
and
one-way
battle.
ladder, is what you're
Anybody.
saying. Low to high.
No. Yeah. It's like the Indian beatbox championship is an open event for all,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Beats Club, Colossal is not.
Oh,
Here we restrict the champions to enter,
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? We don't want the Indian beatbox champions to come and battle at Colossal also.
Hmm.
Colossal is a way, it's a path for new people to
Yeah.
get the beatbox battle ka feel. So
Mm. Do I have a like proper structure going on, bro? It's like insane.
6 years, bro. 6 years.
Yeah, yeah, it shows, man. It shows. You learn so much
Six
from
years.
experience as well. But how many cities are like, how many cities has this beatboxing competition scene covered? Like there's one like when it's in
Um,
Pune, but
yeah. So we have in Chennai,
nah.
we have in Bangalore,
Hmm.
we have in Pune, we have in Mumbai,
Hmm.
we have in Kolkata, we have in Delhi, we have in Assam,
Okay.
we have in Dehradun,
Okay.
um, we have in Hyderabad sometimes, if I'm wrong. We have in most of cities we don't even know about.
Okay.
These
Like,
are the
there are
cities
a
which
lot of,
we
I mean.
mainly focus on because, yeah, there are. City championships happen, but we are restricting keeping just cities, not the state, because state आएगा तो बहुत हो जाएगा.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
of course.
just the people in the city who have been noticeable name in the community. अपने अपने में करके they organize good stuff for their own community and they build it forward. So that's how it works.
Yeah. I mean, I have so many questions, but they're on the business
Sure,
level
I'm
of.
ready to. I'm ready to see. That's how it is, right? I'm a free guy. Like I have seen the ground. I've seen the sky. So ask me
Yeah,
anything. I'll answer everything. So you'll
yeah.
get perfect answers of whatever you want.
No, I was just coming to the business side of this. Like, if
Right.
this
So
idea works out,
yeah.
uh, because now you have such a good structure to it,
Right.
and somehow you're associated to Red Bull as well. Like, is that link that is going to bring everything together and give it a proper, like for example, let me explain it. There's this like English football, right? There are tiers of there's like the league 3, league 2, league 1,
I
and
know.
then you reach the
Yeah.
championship and then the Premier League. So there's this promotion wala scene. You get me? So you also have that a city championship goes to the Colossal and Colossal goes to India level. So like, is there that commercial part missing to bring it all together and give it a proper name, or you are happy with the
Definitely.
way it is?
Definitely. No, the commercial part is missing, but we are not way behind. We have
Okay.
a lot of sponsors. We have
Okay.
Berry Dynamics,
Oh,
the mic. We have them as a sponsor for Colossal.
okay.
Yeah, so we have Red Bull is so there for everything for us. Red Bull has done a lot for us.
Yeah.
Red Bull as a beverage partner, as an energy partner, has been there with us.
Yeah.
So we lag behind of media basically. That's one
Okay.
thing which I would want to have. But there was a TV show called MTV Beatbox Hustle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hustle Beatbox Beatbox Hustle कुछ तो था.
Uh,
That
I
went
think
on
it was
pretty
just
good.
hustle.
Yeah. No, Hasil was a rap.
Rap wala. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Hasil beatbox bhi tha,
हाँ
which
हाँ.
not everybody knows about.
Yeah.
So that gave it a
Clearly.
little twerk, but then I don't know where it went off. It was a
Yeah.
good start towards commercializing beatboxing with a media phase and all that. But then I would be more glad if we don't have reality shows, but then we have good exposure towards in the media field.
Yeah.
Ki
Reality
cover
shows. I
everything because
mean, yeah. Go on. Go on.
yeah, go on. No, that's fine.
Reality shows. I mean, they just spoil the vibe for no reason.
It's not
Now,
about
now
spoiling the vibe also.
just
It's
look at
about
Indian Idol, for example. Like
we
every
all
fucking
know
episode, you'll have
written.
someone who'll come and cry कि मेरा बेटा दूर, मेरी माँ दूर, and मैं गरीब, ये गरीब. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're making out of poverty, right? You're progressing. Okay, stop selling it, bro. Come on.
I will tell you a secret about that, right?
Yeah.
That's not how it works, right? So I was in Mumbai for
Yeah.
a shoot. So we'd been to Film City.
Yeah.
So we went there, we met a person and all. So he showed us a video of Dance India Dance.
Yeah.
Sorry for the name, but I want to do this.
I
So
don't think
he
they'll
just
watch.
showed us. Yeah, he just showed a clip of that particular reality show,
Yeah.
and then he showed us a man crying. Right, he showed us a man crying for his son who was dancing, and he's very happy. And then
Yeah.
we're like, wow, this is how it goes. And then he shut the video, and he's like, पहचाना कौन था वो बंदा जो रो रहा था?
Yeah.
देखा सर उसके पिता थे, लेकिन मैं था वो, मेरे को 500 रुपए देते रोने के लिए. That is what strikes.
अरे Sania Malhotra, the Babita Fogart in Dangal, that actress, when she came on Son of a Beast, she said the same thing, but not like it was in her context. So when she's a good dancer, she has a dancing background. So she auditioned for a show, one of these shows. I think it was Dance India Dance. She did not name it, but like Abhish Matthew hinted, and like they did
Definitely,
not
she's
select.
there. She can't name it. I can.
Yeah. And like she said she got selected and like they loved her performance and that, but they did not select her because she did not have a story. Like her parents were normal,
That's
they
how it goes.
supported her for dancing, and they sent her to the audition by will, and she danced well. She got selected, but she did not get selected because of the story. Like तेरा बहुत ही normal है,
That's
मैं
how
बता
it
नहीं
is.
सकता ऐसा. Like, what
And there is a similar story. There's a similar story with Beats Club. So the boys from Beats Club went to audition.
Yeah.
They got auditioned. They got to perform in front of the judges, but never telecasted their episode.
Hey.
I don't know why. They got qualified for the quarterfinals.
Hey, yo, that's.
But then the bit never aired anywhere.
यार अभी फटे कपड़े में beatbox करूं क्या मैं? क्या करूं मैं?
That's one thing which strikes me कि reality show, commercial fame.
Yeah. Look at how times have turned though. पहले गरीबों का टैलेंट नहीं दिखता था, अभी गरीबी के थ्रू टैलेंट देख रहे लोग. तू गरीब है क्या, तेरा टैलेंट देखता है मेरे को? What the fuck is going on?
It's just that, man.
I've just stopped watching reality shows because of this. It's so.
This makes me cry. This makes me cry.
It's so.
This makes me sad. This makes me sad. This makes me depressed. This makes me cry.
Yeah.
This particular genre of understanding art form kills me, bro.
हाँ ना, मतलब
kills me.
It's like in a singing show, if it's a kid, first of all there are so many kids, and how is that not child labor? If it's a kid and he starts singing about his mom, एंड में बहुत रोने वाला भाई, मतलब जजेस, होस्ट, माँ, बच्चा, बाकी बच्चे सब रोने वाले.
There was a scientific reason behind this. I guess a neurologist came up against what was happening to the children in reality shows, that the vocal cords, right? They make the kids sing such complex notes that their vocal cords are damaged when they're children only.
Wow. Damn.
Bro, exactly. So it's too much of pressure for these kids also, right?
Well, this just took a depressing turn.
That all our conversations have been like this. It starts off somewhere, it goes somewhere, and you're revolving around.
That's the fun part, right? That's the fun part. Yeah. I get that. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, we're on the commercial part of that beat. I really wish this, you have a good structure. I really wish it commercializes, and something comes out of it, because that structure
It's
is
not
pretty
about.
important.
I didn't get to the state point. Yeah. So when you asked about that, we diverged off the topic.
Yeah, yeah.
But then yeah,
Reality shows.
commercially, yes, we do want to have beatboxing at its peak, but
Yeah.
it's still too early for us to क्या बोलते हैं उसको, they can't rely on us, or the liability of beatboxers
Oh, all right.
in the face of brands has not been cleared yet.
Hmm.
अपने अपने में we are perfect, but the
Hmm.
liability what the brand sees is not there yet. It is not peaking yet. It is growing steadily for sure.
Hmm.
We have Bacardi, we have Red Bull, we have all these brands coming to beatboxers, but there will be a peak when it will only be beatboxing. So I have a prediction made for myself कि लिख के रखा है मैंने.
Hmm.
2025 2026 तक there will be no DJ consoles.
Hey, nice. That's
There will be beatbox loop session artists. To name one is one of my very good friend Anivox Music.
okay.
He's everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. He's everywhere. So
Shout out to
Anivox
him.
Beatbox.
Yeah.
Shout out to Anivox. One of the finest loop station artists in India. The
Damn.
current colossal champion. So his
Wow.
music is just with his loop station, and I can see his loop station completely. I mean, take over the DJ console set. So I've made a prediction कि कुछ साल बाद DJs गायब होने वाले हैं और DJs are going to turn into beatboxing artists, because
Wow.
loop station is a device where you loop your beatboxing voice, add effects in real time, make a complete track of 3-4 minutes.
Damn.
So that's what is my dream. That's what I have predicted, and I hope this comes true, man.
Yeah,
One day.
I hope DJs find employment, like start looking for employment.
So it's not against DJs again. So
Yeah, I
all
get it. I get it. I get it.
DJs, good stuff putting out there.
Yeah, but I hope just like beatbox finds a space, like
Yeah,
which is at that level,
it
at
just
least at
needs
the
to
DJ
hit.
level. Yeah.
Just that one time, it's the perfect time. It hits perfectly, and then all
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah, like great. This is a good note to end on. Very
Yeah,
positive. Contrary
definitely,
to where we were
definitely.
5 minutes ago. This is great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you, Milind. It was such a pleasure talking to you. I mean, I expected a great conversation. I had an amazingly great conversation. So it's just a level up from what I expected.
Means a lot.
Uh,
Means a lot.
I wish to see you again. All the best for your performance tomorrow. I hope you kill it there.
Thank
And
you. Thank you so much,
all the
man.
best for all your future performances. I wish to attend one, hopefully tomorrow's, but I,
Definitely.
I, I don't know if
And be there.
Are
So tomorrow 7 p.m. we start off at High Spirits KP Pune.
okay.
So if you're free enough, please join in.
Yeah, I'll try my best, bro. And I like all the best. I hope Colossal blows up. I hope whatever you're dreaming of comes true.
Thank you.
And all
Thank
the
you so
good
much.
wishes, bro. Thanks for being there.
Thank you so much, Pranav. Thank you so much. Means a lot.
Yeah. I hope you guys also enjoyed this episode. Go follow Milind on Instagram. He's at Milind Bailey, Milind_Bailey, I guess. He also has a YouTube channel which is pretty small and he hasn't put out much stuff. But check it out. I mean, why not? He's put out one performance which I saw, which is great. And also like us,
Thank
follow
you.
us at For the Record India, subscribe to our podcast, subscribe to Spotify, everything. And see you again. Bye bye.